What is up, and welcome back to another Poor Boys Racing channel video. This one's gonna kind of just be a little bit of where we are with the car, and let's see, and where we've been, and kind of catch up between the last video of streetcar bragging rights, which was a couple months ago, that I just finally got uploaded the other day. So just kind of bridge the gap between then and May, what happened in May at bragging rights, and where we're at today, because there's been a lot of changes, and we are headed to the track this week for another 864 list race. So we're going to do a street cruise and then a race, so I will be posting a video of that. So that will be the video after this, but stay tuned for that, and let's kind of go over what's happened with the car. Let's see, we ran our first 8-second pass. That was really cool, and quarter mile's fun, but it's really fast. And we got the car, we got the cage certification done on the car while we were there, and we had a lot of fun. So we ended up getting in the race, and we didn't even we totally messed up on how that all worked. Didn't really understand qualifying, but you know, that's, if you want to see more about that, go click up there and check out that video. But today's video gonna kind of go over what we got back from streetcar bragging rights. We raced a couple more streetcar list races, and then we took a summer break. So in the meantime, we came back and we took the same tune-up that we had at streetcar bragging rights, and we ran it at Greer. Well, actually, we tried a couple another first gear leave with a 3-step, because we figured out the 3-step at streetcar bragging rights, but I didn't really figure out the 3-step very well, because we had to at that time we were still struggling with a really tight converter. So that's kind of how that went. Like, we were fighting it. So we went back to second gear leave, tune up from streetcar bragging rights, and ran another PB. So I think the fastest we've ran so far is a 566. So I'll post that here. And so as you can see, we ran a 567, I think, that night at Greer, the third pass, and then the 566 came not long after that. We did a couple. We went out the following time, and we ran 3 consistent 570s, 580s passes. So that was really cool to see actually finally car working like we wanted it to. Like I said, still fighting tight converter. So we knew that was going to come out during the summer break. I was going to take a summer break myself, and then they said they were going to take one anyway. So I was like, okay, cool, this will all work out. And I didn't think I was going to be back in time, but we were back in time to keep racing. So we haven't missed the 864 streetcar list race yet. So that was really cool. Anyways, since then, we have figured out that we found some boost leaks in the car, and I fixed those. The old blow-off valve was down there, and it was leaking pretty bad. And when I say pretty bad, I mean like it didn't have an O-ring in it, so it was just blowing out boosts. So, you know, the turbo is having to work harder, and yeah, that's not ideal. Anyways, got a new blow-off valve, and then we pressure tested it, and it held 20 pounds of boost, or 20 pounds of pressure, so that was good. And then we got the converter sent out in the meantime, and we've already got it back, and we already made one track session with it. And second gear leave was where we were before with a tight converter, and then we went out there, and I'll put those passes here. All right, so second gear lead, we tried it twice. First time, it sounded so awful. I just did not know what to expect with a looser converter and didn't know what to do. So at 7,000 RPM, I shifted gears, and then I just kind of wrote it out and ran like a as you can see, a 670 was it didn't look bad from the outside, but from the inside, it just felt like, oh, like terrible. So I was told, hey, put more power in it. That's how it's supposed to sound. And run it out to 8,000 or 8,500, whatever you shifted at normally. So I did that, and it sounded just as awful, but it ran a 640. So we knew something was up, and we knew that we had to go back to first gear leave and try first gear leave again. So went back to first gear leave, and here's the result of that. Okay, and as you can see, we're back in the fives. So that was a really neat to see that we didn't have to just waste all 3 passes, and we finally figured something out. So that's the only time we've been out with the new converter. It's a lot looser converter. Street driven, it actually seems to be doing pretty good. Like, can't really tell a whole lot different street driving, but definitely when put on a trans brake, it's snappy. Still have to use a 3-step to get it to build boost because it's just 5.3 and a big turbo. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, or somebody smarter on the computer, but you know, your boy's on the computer. So at Streetcar Bragging Rights, we changed to a high-low IAT. It's a fast reacting IAT sensor. So we went to that, and just to kind of maybe get some better data on intake air temps and make sure we're good on that. Let's see. We have got a new fan. So Proform fans. We ordered a 16-inch Proform brushless fan. Works fantastic. I designed a shroud for it. So I have to turn the camera on. Anyways, I designed a shroud for it. It, you know, obviously needed to be done a little bit better. I figured out a whole lot, learned a whole lot on that deal, but I did integrate some flaps. I designed it on Inventor, and then I on the 3D design software kind of deal, and I'll put a good picture in here where you can see it, because you know that's it. Anyways, that's kind of just mocked up. I was just trying to get it in a hurry and see if it actually cooled the car down substantially, and it does. So it pretty much just closes the thermostat, or is really close to it. It's like 165 degrees when the hood's open. It'll cool it down. And in traffic, it's like 172. So it's pretty good. So far, so good. We put about maybe 50 or 100 street miles on it so far. Other than that, yep. And let's see, what else have we done? Catch can, changed up where you can just drain it with a little quick drain valve. Don't mind all this setup, but we got a transmission catch can now. But that is kind of what's new with the car, and new converter. Oh, we got a new transmission too. I got a built transmission that I ended up trading the other transmission for in a little bit of cash. So shout out to Billy for always hooking me up with some parts. I mean, I got turbo kit and a bunch of other stuff from him, and so far transmission is good. It is a built Turbo 400 with first and second gear leave. Essentially the same thing I had before, but a little bit more built internals. So far it's working good, and converter's good. And we're gonna take it to the track on Thursday. Took the previous owner out, my sister and brother-in-law. I took them out for a ride in the car. They haven't rode in it since all this been done. The last time I think they rode in it was when it was supercharged about 4 years ago. So yeah, different setup now. I think they really enjoyed it, but enjoy those clips right here. yeah, and as you can see, they had a good time, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. We've had a blast with cars, done great. We've ran like, I don't know, 40 something passes, almost 50 passes, 7 dyno pulls, a couple thousand street miles. Really has done us well. So I built a pretty good car with the help of some friends. Well, if you like our videos, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think. It's slow, it's fast, it's cool, whatever. I love the car. So Poor Boys Racing is out.